Juan Soto is a New York Yankee now, something that would have been unfathomable a year and a half ago when the San Diego Padres acquired him from the Washington Nationals at the trade deadline. But now Soto is going to be in pinstripes.
The Yankees just broke baseball by bringing in Juan Soto. We have seen plenty of superstars go to other teams and become dumpster fires, but I actually see way more upside than risk with the Yankees bringing in Juan Soto. I have been pissed off with the direction of the team this year, but now there's a really good chance that'll change. This is really a different kind of trade. The Yankees had great hopes when they brought in Giancarlo Stanton after 2017, when one game away from the World Series. Stanton has been injured a lot and was abysmal the last 2 seasons, proving that superstar talent doesn't always pan out when they switch teams. Here are some things to keep in mind. Even while Stanton was coming off a 59 home run season where he won the MVP, to believe that there's definitely more upside to acquiring Juan Soto than there ever was with bringing in Stanton. 1. Juan Soto has never had Stanton's injury history. Stanton's had numerous injuries, even going back to when he was in Miami. Soto, on the other hand, outside of his rookie year, which he was called up from the minors a month into the season, and in the 60-game 2020 COVID season, Juan Soto has never played under 150 games. He just played all 162 this year. 2. Juan Soto is 3 years younger than Giancarlo Stanton was when he was traded to the Yankees. 3. Juan Soto hasn't had a K rate 20% or higher since 2019. Stanton has always struck out well over 20% of the time every year. The lowest K rate Stanton ever had was 23.6, that being his MVP season. Soto has also always had far better plate discipline than Stanton. Stanton's never had a walk rate above 14.7% in any season he actually played the vast majority of. Soto for his career has walked 19% of the time and has led the league in walks 3 times in his career. Another thing that makes me optimistic about bringing in Juan Soto. This year the Yankees were absolutely atrocious with runners in scoring position. The only team worse with runners in scoring position was the 50-112 Oakland A's. Juan Soto hit .299 with a 1.016 OPS with runners in scoring position this year. For his career, he's hitting .287 with a 972 OPS with runners in scoring position. Soto also gives the Yankees a left-handed power bat who can hit for a decent average. He was hitting over 300 with the Nationals in 2020 and 21. 2022 was a different story, but he still had an on-base percentage over 400. This year, .275 isn't too bad, but it was his .340 average in the last month of the season that really got him there. Knowing Soto doesn't strike out a lot and that he's a left-handed power hitter playing at Yankee Stadium where he can definitely benefit from the short porch in right field, I'm sure he'll love hitting at Yankee Stadium. Assuming the Yankees make the playoffs, and with this move they have absolutely zero excuses not to, Juan Soto brings championship experience. He hasn't always been great in the playoffs, but he certainly was in the 2019 World Series to help the Nationals win their only World Series in franchise history. He still has a better postseason track record than Aaron Judge, and I think his presence alone will make Aaron Judge feel a lot less pressure in the postseason. Judge has overswung at several pitches in the playoffs that we're used to seeing him obliterate in the regular season, and it's because his teammates not being able to hit has put an enormous amount of pressure on him. Soto's presence should help him relax a little more. In terms of what the Yankees gave up, I'm not even remotely concerned about that. The most they gave up is Michael King, who has pitched really well out of the bullpen the last couple of seasons, but the bullpen was not the problem for the Yankees this year. Johnny Brito, who was not good as a starter, but great out of the bullpen, is also being sent to San Diego. I'm not concerned about that either. The Yankees still have other really good relievers. I'm okay with giving them up, and getting another bullpen arm shouldn't really be so expensive either. Kyle Higashioka is a career backup catcher. The best prospect the Yankees gave up was only ranked 99th. The way Drew Thorpe is being talked about does make him sound like he's a lot better than that though, and if he is, well, you have to give up something to get something, right? If anything, this trade is grand larceny. If I were the Padres, I absolutely would have been demanding Jason Dominguez, and I'm thrilled that Dominguez is still a Yankee. Soto is in his contract years.
Show me the money.
So at least this year, we can expect him to have every motivation to be tearing the cover off the ball. Do I think he'll be a Yankee long term? Yes. He was just talking about how much he idolized Robinson Cano growing up.
I would say my favorite hitter was
Robinson Cano. He was one of the guys. I try to always be smooth, nice and smooth to the ball, and that's the main thing for me. Like, if you're smooth, you'll be able to hit anything. And that's the swing I always copied to when I was growing up.
That's more than enough to convince me that he wants to be a Yankee for life. Soto's defense may be a concern. His defensive metrics are not good. Worst case scenario, make him a DH. But at least you have Alex Verdugo and Aaron Judge in right and center field, and they're both really good defensive outfielders. At least to start the season, it should be the three of them in the outfield with Stanton DHing, at least until Jason Dominguez comes back from Tommy John surgery, and see what happens from there. There's also Trent Grisham, who was brought in with Juan Soto. He can't hit, but he's great defensively. Just because he's not a good hitter, it'll be hard for him to get playing time with the Yankees. However, maybe at least early on, he might be used for defensive purposes. Just, I think long term, he'll probably be a trade piece because there's just not enough room for that many outfielders. All this said though, the Yankees should not be done making moves if they finally want to end their World Series drought. Hopefully, Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be next. A 1-2 punch of him and Garrett Cole, the reigning unanimous Cy Young winner, especially when knowing Nestor Cortez is a question mark after he had an awful 2023 season after 2 great seasons in 2021 and 22, and Carlos Rodon having a rough first year with the Yankees. There's never too much pitching. I also would like to see the Yankees get a contact hitter since DJ LeMahieu is not what he was in Colorado or his first 2 years with the Yankees, and it'll take a miracle to see him revert back to that. We also better hope Anthony Volpe improves significantly offensively. Defensively, he's amazing. He won a Gold Glove. He's got great speed, but offensively, he was not good this year and needs to be better. I'd also love to get a new manager, which I've wanted for years, but I'm not expecting that. And as critical as I've been of Aaron Boone for such a long time, for things like not holding guys accountable, not knowing when to take a pitcher out and leave him in, always changing the lineup, sounding very complacent in interviews, or making excuses, or not telling Harrison Bader that he's leading off before you arrive to the ballpark for a playoff game and then just telling him, check the lineup card, everybody has one. I've also always seen the Yankees' problems to be a lot bigger than him. For now, us Yankee fans should be excited. Win the World Series and then Brian Cashman can fully win me over. I'll give him credit where it's due for now and say he made a brilliant move. That's it for this video. If you're excited too, please be sure to consider smashing that like button, and if you could please consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss another video. Your support is much appreciated as always. Links to my social media are down below. Please let me know what you think of this move, and also feel free to tell me what you think the Yankees should do next. I look forward to reading all of your comments. Here's my most recent video and the one that YouTube recommends. Feel free to click either of those. Thank you so much for watching. Go Yankees. Welcome to the Empire State, Juan Soto, and I'll see you next time. Peace.